Hello, this is Sean Perry with Memory 2 Video Productions, bringing you the pregame report for tonight's action between the Allies and Oral Victory. Expect big things out of Jamie Pereira and Evan Hill, two of the top scorers for the Allies and the league this season, as they go up against a team that defeated them and the rest of the Allies earlier this season. Whereas on the other end of the ice, or floor, Jeff Harvey and Phil Garrett, as well as Larry McNamara, are some of the top scorers in the league and are extremely big physical presences. Also, the real question is the goaltending battle. Julio Alves has been solid in net, especially over the last few games for the Allies, but he will be going up against a solid offense, whereas on the other end, Steve Lipsky, brother to teammate Brian Lipsky, has a big test in front of him, as the Allies have been solid in the offensive category these last few games. One way or the other, tonight's matchup is shaping up to be an exciting one, and I, for one, can't wait to get started. So without much further ado, let's go to face-off. And welcome everybody to this Memory 2 Video Productions broadcast of the Allies here in Plainville. We're joining it already in progress here. Apologize for the delay. We are in the midst of a power play for the Allies, as Evan Hill was taken down with a trip. This is a battle between Oral Victory and the Allies, two teams that are at the top of their division. And right off the face-off, that goes all the way down to Alves, who handles it and restarts the rush. And centering pass goes through the waiting stick of Jamie Pereira. Pereira battling the boards, almost gets an easy opportunity there. Hill now takes a shot. His shot goes wide. He's had trouble scoring this season so far. Oral Victory manages to clear it all the way down, and Alves handles it once again. Shot from the point. Boy, that looked close to a goal. And slinging it all the way back to the other end of the Oral Victory. And so the Allies restart the rush again. Clearing camp comes to number 2. He puts it back in. Get you his name momentarily. And here comes Oral Victory with some space. Not enough, though. And shot there, saved by Lipsky. Steve Lipsky, goaltender for Oral Victory, having a solid season so far with 2 wins, 2 losses. Played in all 4 of the games. Shot saved by Lipsky. Nice kick save. And good release there. And here comes Oral Victory the other way. Fluky goal. Bounces behind his pad and gently droops in. That's a tough one. And I believe that goal belongs to Jeff Harvey, getting his 3rd of the season. So with 6:25 remaining here in the first period, Oral Victory takes the lead 1-0. Coming on to the ice is Big Bad Bradigo. And Allies making a little bit of a line change here. Taking the draw is, I believe, Pereira. And back to center. Oral Victory regroup. Slap shot, saved and gloved by Alves. Waiting in the wings there was Jeff Harvey, looking for another one. And Pereira lines up for the draw again here. Shot, saved by Alves. Good reaction time there. And comes to McNarama, who has some space, but good work on the back check there by the Allies, and they end up clearing the zone the other way. Now Pereira with some space. Deeks shoots. Saved and held by Lipsky. And his teammates had to take a double look there, as that thing went pretty far down his 5-hole. Insert prison joke here. And the Oral Victory squad takes a line change here. Pereira will once again take the draw. Once again, I'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors, TD Homers. Off the face-off draw, Allies do not get an opportunity, but regroup here. Hill now. Try to fling it on goal with Pereira streaking around, but can't quite compute. Menta tries to move it forward, but the Allies do sling it away. Both teams are in the feeling out process, it would appear, at this time. Alves coming out to play it. Sends it behind the goal. Menta slinging it right in front of the net. Nifty play there. And now Evan Hill moves it up for Pereira. Big collision there. Pereira shoots. Held by Lipsky. And it eventually comes loose, but whistle blew. No goal. I believe that's Laney with it. Moving it up. Now Oral Victory has to restart the rush. Brad Ego sends it deep into the zone. So Oral Victory has to start from behind their own net now. And here comes Oral Victory with a little space. Not for long. Brad Ego takes it and moves it forward. And back and forth we go. Now taking it up floor is Oral Victory. But some good move leads to a potential 2-on-1 here for the Allies. Shot and fanning on it there was, I believe, these are all new numbers, so it's hard to tell who everybody is. I believe that was Watros. Now that's Brad Ego behind the Allies net. Slinging it up floor. Gets caught up with the referee. Evan Hill coming to get some. Leaving it for Laney. Laney's shot wide of the net. Wide of Lipsky. And once again, Kevin Amenta restarts the rush for Oral Victory. And here's an opportunity for Oral Victory. Shot saved by Alves. Good release there by Phil Garrett. And Laney moving it up towards Hill. Misses his target, but it comes to Brad Ego. And Brad Ego looking for help. Gets it up to Hill. Nice pass by Brad Ego. Now Evan Hill with some space. Evan Hill breaks the defenders. Evan Hill shoots. Saved by Lipsky. That's been the story of Evan Hill's season so far. Jamie Pereira, though, doing some good work on the back check. Getting it free. Gives it over to Laney. Laney's shot wide of the net. Oral Victory finally able to clear the zone after some strong pressure from the Allies. And the two teams jostle at center. Comes to Laney, who slings it all the way down for Evan Hill. Evan Hill now working behind the net, but having a tough time getting away from Jeff Harvey. Eventually, Oral Victory retakes control. Now it's Harvey with some space. Harvey's pass. Big save by Alves off a great pass and play. Matt Sheedle, I believe, was the shooter there. Oh, actually, that was Brian Lipsky, excuse me. Brian Lipsky's backhand there stopped. So Harvey lines up for the draw against Pereira here. And he's out there with Art Laney. And Pereira one-on-one with the goalie. Shoots! Incredible save by Lipsky. Whoa! And the Pissa goes wild here in Plainville. And now Jeff Harvey almost getting a reciprocal breakout there. And still threatening. Alves holds on. Cannot hold on to the rebound. Good stop there by Alves. And Oral Victory has another turnover in the offensive territory. Lipsky, Harvey, kick save. Good stop by Alves. He's in the zone, ladies and gentlemen. And Harvey now works in the back. And eventually Pereira sends it up floor all the way down where it is chased by Michael Kelsey. Kelsey now trying to create some space. Kelsey sends it over to Laney. Laney's shot does not go through. Still loose. Mike Brad Ego now. Brad Ego's shot blocked on the way in. And eventually Oral Victory is able to come back out with it. It's Harvey going into the boards, trying to set something up for Oral Victory. Slap shot saved by Alves, and he holds on. Big slap shot taken from Larry McNamara, who has 4 goals and 3 assists on the season, taking that all the way from center ice. Center floor, I should say. And here comes the draw. 43 seconds remaining here in the first period of what has been an exciting period so far of hockey. And Brad Ego coughs up the ball. Slap shot. Does not go through. Art Laney paying the price, saying no. Goes all the way down with just under 30 seconds to go. And back they come the other way. But the Allies regroup in their own zone. Now it's Kelsey getting a big shot and saved by Lipsky. Tricky trajectory of that one. And forcing another turnover is Kelsey. Kelsey with some impressive moves. And Rieger almost putting it away off a nice setup by Kelsey. And that'll do it for the first period. So after one period of play, the Allies trail Oral Victory by a score of 1-0. We thank you for being with us here at Memory 2 Video Productions. This is a big matchup in the division, as the Allies and Oral Victory both have two wins and 2 losses, and very similar goals against averages, 3.75 and 4.75, so 2 evenly matched teams. And this will be a big turning point in the season for one side. It'll be a commanding win, and that team will take over firm dominance of second place. So far, what I've seen is some good play out of Anjanette Rieger, as well as Art Laney. Evan Hill has been extremely aggressive tonight, particularly after taking that penalty earlier. I'd also cite Jamie Pereira, who's one of the most talented players on the Allies, in my opinion. And then Julio Alves has been solid, and he's had to be. Whereas on the other end of the ice floor, Steve Lipsky has been extremely good. He's made a couple big saves, especially on that breakaway on Pereira, and has kept up the goose egg. Let's see how long he can keep it going. Meanwhile, I've seen some great play out of Phil Garrett, Larry McNamara, and Matt Cheadle, Jeff Harvey. Larry McNamara has 4 goals, 3 assists on the season, whereas Phil Garrett leads the team with it's Kevin Amenta who leads the team with 6 goals. Excuse me. But then there's Phil Garrett, who also has 4 goals, 4 assists. Should be noted that the Oral Victory handed an early opportunity there, stopped by Alves. I'll get back to this exterior information later. This action's too hot. And Art Laney unable to clear it. Second attempt does. Moving it forward there are the Allies. Kelsey's shot, kicked aside by Lipsky. And centering opportunity there. That was Hill actually setting that up. And Kevin Amenta falls. No call. Good work on the back check here by Evan Hill. Eventually Kevin Amenta is able to break out. He has some space. He had Phil Garrett with him. And now Jamie Pereira comes back the other way. Pereira, slap shot, fakes it, shot, saved by Lipsky. It is still loose. And eventually they're able to settle it down. And now a pass for Garrett goes over his stick. So the Allies resume the position of offender. And Oral Victory lazily smacks it all the way behind Alves, where the Allies have to regroup as they take a line change. And as if to respond, the Allies send it down the other way. 9:35 to go here in the second period. Score remains 1-0 in favor of Oral Victory. Steve Lipsky comes out to play it. Art Laney has some space. He tries to center it. Good work there on the back check by Oral Victory, number 9. Unlisted player. And intercepted there by Evan Hill. Evan Hill gives a nice pass to Pereira. Pereira puts that away. Beautiful play there. Evan Hill giving it over to Jamie Pereira. And that is Jamie Pereira's 4th goal on the season for his 9th point, leading the team. And that's Evan Hill's 3rd assist on the season. 9th point. And that's a big goal, as we are tied now at 1. Face-off win there by Kelsey. Vertigo trying to get it out of the zone. Some good work by Jeff Harvey. Trying to get control for Oral Victory. And Art Laney now battling in the boards. Kelsey there to help him out. Sends it all the way up. There it is, caught and held. You are watching the skilled camera hands of Joe B.B. Quinn, graduate of the Connecticut School of Broadcasting and all-around good fellow. Recently left his job at D'Angelo's. Pretty proud of that. Now Rieger taking some space, gives it over to Kelsey. Kelsey's shot is blocked on the way in by Lipsky. And so Oral Victory are able to send it all the way down, and with Jeff Harvey in the area, Alves chooses to put a glove on that one. 8:20 to go. Second period. Here comes the draw. Jeff Harvey wins it cleanly for Oral Victory. Slap shot from the point. Goes wide of the net. Now, second opportunity. Initial save made by Alves. Rebound loose. Saves made by Alves, one after another. Centering attempt does not connect. Lipsky keeps it in the zone. Turnover. Potential 2-on-1 now. Cross-ice pass connects, but good work there by Brett Ego to take away that opportunity. And here comes Brett Ego, leading the rush the other way. Leaving it for Rieger. Rieger now, slap shot, cannot go through. It comes to Kelsey, comes to Brett Ego. Brett Ego getting a big shot there. Good save by Lipsky. And now Oral Victory is the other end of the floor. Big stop by Alves. And Rieger trying to clear it out of the zone. Can't. Harvey taking the zone again. Shot, saved by Alves. And now Brett Ego once again. He's showing off some fancy stick work. Fancy schmancy. Him looking for space. Passes to Hill. And Hill coughs it up, so the team takes a line change. And here comes Jeff Harvey. Harvey shoots and scores! What a shot from the point. Quick release. Alves could do nothing about it. Glove side goes in. And just like that, with just under 7 to go, the Allies once again trail Oral Victory by a score of 2-1. And that draw is controlled by Oral Victory. Eventually, Jamie Pereira, the goal scorer for the Allies, takes it in. And leaves it for Hill. Hill's shot blocked in front. Hill still has it. Hill trying to center it. And cannot connect. Good work there at the blue line by Laney. Keeping the play alive here. He takes it all the way back for his team to regroup. And turnover in their own zone by the Allies leads to an opportunity. Comes back out. Another shot off the glove of Alves from center. Now Evan Hill comes back out with it. He has Pereira. These two have connected. And now behind the net is Evan Hill. Hill looking for some space. Shot saved by Lipsky. Play still alive. Pereira breaking loose. Jamie Pereira leaves it for Laney. Laney cannot get through all the defenders. And good work there in the back check by the big number 9 of the Oral Victory. And he sends it around. Evan Hill. Oh, Evan Hill makes a great steal, setting up Pereira right in front, but another block made by Lipsky. And Laney now coughs it up, leads to an opportunity there. Another big save from Alves on Garrett. And now Michael Kelsey coming in with some space. Coughs it up. Good work there by Pete Weeble. And now battling in the boards of both teams. Eventually comes out to Kelsey. And coming off the bench, but not doing much work was Lipsky. Kelsey keeps up control. He has Rieger right in front. And he's getting held, it would seem. Garrett eventually swoops in and takes it away. And Brad Ego given a little piece of his mind. And he's got some moves tonight. Sends it all the way down where Lipsky plays it. Holds it. Gives it to his brother, Brian Lipsky, who sends it over to Harvey. Harvey, the goal scorer this period for the Oral Victory. He comes in with a full head of steam. And he still has control. Gives it over to Brian Lipsky, who is pressured by Brett Ego. Eventually coughs it up, and here comes Kelsey. Shoots it on goal. Saved by Lipsky. Now Harvey cannot clear the zone. Comes to Laney. Second attempt does go through off of Larry McNamara. It was very close to a high stick. Brad Ego shooting it all the way down where it has to be handled by the Oral Victory. And McNamara getting away with that clearing attempt. The second attempt does work. Evan Hill and a 2-on-1 potential with Jamie Pereira. First shot saved by Lipsky. He still has control. Evan Hill over to Bradigo. Bradigo slap shot does not go through. And touchdown pass attempted for Harvey. Instead, he'll start from behind his office and looking for some help. And he gives it over to Weeble. Weeble now sends it up for Larry McNamara. Over to Harvey, over to Lipsky. No go. Here comes Jamie Pereira. 2-on-1 opportunity with Hill. They cannot put it away. The pass was there. Just fanned on the shot. Here comes Jeff Harvey. Big save by Alves. Second attempt goes in. And a devastating turn of events for the Allies as they just had a 2-on-1, almost convert to make this thing 2-2, but instead Jeff Harvey comes back down with a full head of steam and sticks one in the back of the net, making this a 3-1 lead for Oral Victory with just under 2.5 to go here in the second period. That is a devastating moment for the Allies. What do you think about this, Joe?
Really devastating. They need to keep it up.
Indeed. Well, here comes the face-off draw. They're going to have to work hard and maybe make a statement before they head to the intermission here. Face-off controlled by the Allies. Eventually, Hill regains control at center. Coughs it up. Never mind. And here comes slap shot. Alves goes wide and juicy rebound left there for Phil Garrett. Big slap shot taken by, I believe, Pete Weeble, and bounced right in front of the net just so perfectly for him. Excuse me, that was Mike Sheedle who took that shot. And right there at the right time was Garrett. Now Menta taking a shot, and he scores. And wow, things are just going from bad to worse to Michael Jackson here for the Allies right now, as it is now 5-1. So at about 17 seconds ago, it was nearly 2-2, and now it is 5-1. Wow, did you see that coming, Joe?
I did not predict that at all. No way.
Well, if you had, then you could have told them about it. Well, this is as good a time as any to give a shout-out to the broadcast team behind this operation, Memory 2 Video Productions, for all your sports media video production needs. It's a great platform to take advantage of in this technology-driven society. I'd also like to give a shout-out to the team that gives delicious wings and beer to the inhabitants of Plainville, Connecticut all year round. TD Homers, who is also a sponsor of the Allies. I'd like to give a thanks to them. And things just certainly got a lot more challenging for the Allies, who now have a lot more ground to make up. And gloved there off the stick of Amenta was a Drubler, and Elvis holds on. Still over 2 minutes to go here in the second period. This is the minute that will not end for the Allies. And save there by Alves. Garrett gets it back to Amenta. Shot does not go through. Good stop there by Laney. Getting some traffic in there. And now with it is Sheedle. Sends it all the way up. Where it is chased by Watros. Watros moves it forward. Intercepted by Laney. Art Laney now with some space. Gives it over to Evan Hill. Hill's shot. Saved by Lipsky. Rebound goes wide. And Garrett clears it all the way back to the other end. Michael Kelsey now on the floor for the Allies. Here come the Allies. They need to answer, and they need to answer soon. Evan Hill, break it in. He tries to leave it for Kelsey. Can't connect. Now Mike Sheedle getting into it. Sends it all the way around, but Hill able to get there first. Backhanded shot. Second opportunity goes in for Kelsey. Great sticking with the play. Initial shot on the backhand was stopped by Lipsky. Great awareness. He'd made a few saves earlier in that play. But the sticking with it and staying focused rewards Kelsey, who sticks it in the back of the net there on his second try. And things are looking better. Never say never. And off the face-off draw, Harvey gives it to McNamara. Ooh, big save there by Alves, saying no to that wraparound opportunity. And Larry McNamara is just slowly getting up. Hopefully he's okay. And Rieger cannot collect that pass, so Oral Victory retakes his own. Another save by Alves. Back to center it goes. And then McNamara trying to set up a a one-timer. Does not connect. Now Weebler was looking for, I believe he was looking for Harvey. Hard to tell. Now it's McNamara. Larry McNamara moves it forward. Intercepted there by Hill. Or excuse me, by Kelsey. Laney taking a big slap shot from center. Goes on goal. Stopped by Lipsky. And time will expire on the second period. And that is a tough one for the Allies, who had some serious momentum brewing early in that period. We're getting the lion's share of offensive opportunities. We're splitting puck possession, some good defense, but then one goal led to another, led to a bad, depressing mood, which led to another, which led to just a tough period on the whole for the Allies. As they now trail 5-2, they were able to get one back by the good work of Kelsey. And they almost had a few other goals, but Lipsky has been a big difference maker in this game. But at the end of the day, this is the Oral Victory's game to lose at this point, as they have a commanding 3-goal lead with just one period left to play. But stranger things have happened. Things are going to have to change in a hurry. What do you think about tonight's game, Joe B.B. Quinn?
Heated up real fast. And right there when they scored those, 3 points from the Oral Victory, it was tough. It was tough.
Any particular big players do you think going to make an impact here in the third period if the Allies are able to come back?
I think they all have the potential to make a big comeback.
I'd say that Jamie Pereira would have to have a pretty big night, as well as Evan Hill. Evan Hill has impressed me tonight, I must say. He's been all over the place, and so has Bertigo, but he always is kind of like the wild man doing a lot of stuff. But Hill seems to be pretty sharp today. I'd like to see him score. I'll tell you what, if they're going to come back, they need the next goal. That next goal is big. So let's see what happens. Once again, I'd like to give a shout out to Memory 2 Video Productions for putting on this broadcast, as well as our friends at TD Homers. Here comes the draw at center. Lining up now is Michael Kelsey, goal scorer, and recent recipient of a new berth here as of last week. Big 4-0. Nice guy. Redigo sends it all the way deep, where Oral Victory will start in their own zone to start this period. And coughing it up there, almost comes to Rieger for a free shot. Back to Kelsey. Kelsey's shot, coughs up. And now McNamara. McNamara, big slap shot, goes above the goal, nowhere near it. And now it's Redigo. Redigo coughs it up. Comes to McNamara. Good work there by Laney. Takes it away. And now Bredigo with some space. Slap shot goes wide at the goal. Now Oral Victory will remount the rush. And now it's Rieger. Rieger looking for some help. Coughs it up. Leads to Jeff Harvey. Jeff Harvey's got an opportunity. Big save by Alves. And the Allies able to clear it off the stick of Rieger, who comes off. Line change. Pereira now on. And Laney now. Sending it for Pereira. Evan Hill collects, though. Evan Hill gets by Jeff Harvey. Jeff Harvey's second attempt works. Pereira takes it away from him. And now Evan Hill at the blue line with it. Gives it over to Pereira. Shot. Big save by Lipsky. Comes to Laney. Laney, second shot gloved. Whoa. Nice slap shot from the point, but in the zone is Lipsky. Back the other way comes Oral Victory. And Harvey's shot goes wide of the net. McNamara now. Deep in his own, in the offensive zone. Tries to center it. Nobody there. Comes to Mike Sheedle. Sheedle sends it deep into the zone. Laney looking for Hill. Finally connects. Some fast-paced, exciting action here early in the third period. Allies having a hard time getting out of their own zone. Evan Hill finally able to break the ice, so to speak. And Pereira trying to get a little bit too fancy there. Leads to a 2-on-1 opportunity. Slap shot save. Rebound save by Alves. Big opportunity there taken away by Alves. And getting his own rebound is Laney. Kick save Lipsky. And now here comes Phil Garrett with some speed. He coughs it up, and now it's Pereira. Pereira coming the other way. The Allies need a goal. They need to get back in this. Pereira. Shot. I assume that wasn't a goal. And Lipsky seems to be having a hard time getting up. Wow, it really wedged itself right there between his pad and the post. Good aim there by Pereira. Just over 8.5 minutes to go here in the third period. Oral Victory leads the game by a score of 5-2 right off the face-off draw. Shot by Kelsey. Knocked aside by Lipsky. And now it is Art Laney with it, center. Sends it deep for Kelsey. Kelsey now shot. Swallowed up in front. Oral Victory able to clear the zone. Now it is Brian Watros. Sends it forward over to Rieger. Rieger's having a tough night tonight. Shot and score by Art Laney. Beautiful. Quick release. Deadly aim. Beating Lipsky 5-hole. And that's just what the Allies needed to get the juices flowing. And reducing the deficit to 2 goals with 8 minutes to play. Plenty of time for lots of things to happen here at the Pissa. And now lining up for the faceoff is Michael Kelsey. Beating Garrett for it. Winning it cleanly, and now it's Bredigo trying to get it up forward. Coughs it up. 2-on-1 opportunity here. Garrett shoots. Saved by Alves, and he holds on. As you can see, 7:53, third period, 5-3. Things are exciting here. And now lining up for the draw here is Michael Kelsey. Over to Bredigo, who slings it around. And comes to Kelsey. Kelsey now. Breaking in deep. And Lipsky taking away the angle. And Garrett recontrols the ball. Sends it all the way down. And Bredigo sends it right back up. Now Laney. Skating hard. And it hit something out of bounds, so we'll have another face-off draw coming up here. And that draw is controlled by the Oral Victory. McNamara trying to center it there for Harvey. Good eyes by Bradigo. Bradigo sends it up for Hill. Now Evan Hill gives it to Pereira. Nice pass. And Pereira able to put that away. And Jamie Pereira on a slick pass from Evan Hill makes this game 5-4 with just over 7 minutes to play in the third. It's exciting. And now Bradigo moving it forward. Pereira able to intercept it from Harvey, but Weeble able to get it right back and gives it to McNamara. Sense of urgency should be picking up for the Oral Victory squad around this time. Intercept, Evan Hill. Pereira second a chance and scores. Evan Hill stealing it, leaving it there, and Pereira able to get to the right place at the right time, pick up the garbage and put it to bed and tie things up. So just like in the second period, the Oral Victory squad were able to get a series of goals right back to back to back. The Allies have responded with a set of their own here in the third. And we got a whole new hockey game with just under 7 minutes to go here in the third. It's anybody's game. Evan Hill getting a breakaway. Evan Hill shoots and scores! 6-5. The Allies now lead it. And things are juicing up. Holy jumping. What do you think about this, Quinn?
Just one big goal fest.
Exactly, a goal fest. And now Harvey leaves it for McNamara. He had a golden opportunity, just could not put it away. He still has possession of it now. And he gets shoved down to the floor. Interesting, we haven't had a penalty call in a while. Now it's Art Laney. He has scored already and sacrificing himself there was Weeble. And now battle on the boards ensues the puck. Evan Hill gives it over to Pereira. They can't keep it away from McNamara. McNamara now slap shot goes above the goal and technically out of bounds. And McNamara pointing out that as that did not touch the net and stayed in the area of, a hockey game, that's not a new face-off. But, it's okay. And a little extracurricular communication going on here, pre-face-off, which is won cleanly by the Allies. A little pass opportunity there for Kelsey. Kelsey now has it. Kelsey behind the net. He's trying to center it there for Rieger. Rieger charging for the net. And now back the other way comes Garrett. Garrett shooting through traffic. And this one, no one will argue, hit the net. Face-off draw coming up. You can hear the communication on the bench. Allies supporting each other, encouraging each other to keep up the faith, keep focusing, stay hungry. In the absence of team leader Joey Delgado, it's good to see the other players picking up the slack. Phil Garrett getting a golden opportunity. It's loose. Alves takes it away. Julio says, Juli no. On that scoring opportunity from Phil Garrett. 5:22 remaining here in the third. Face-off controlled by the Allies. And Kelsey clears the zone. And Rieger now stealing the puck behind the net. Sends it over to Kelsey. And Kelsey now trying to sling it up for a centering shot. Rieger sends it right on goal, saved by Lipsky. And back the other way comes Phil Garrett. His shot goes wide. Rebound opportunity taken away from Amenta. Now potential 3-on-2 brewing. Art Laney sends it over to Kelsey. Kelsey now trying to create some space was Kelsey. Get caught up though by Weeble. And now he retakes it though from Weeble. And Kelsey beating one, man beating two. Oh, and he recontrols it and gets a nice shot off, but Lipsky getting a pad on it. And now back the other way comes the captain, Mike Sheetal, and his shot goes up into the rafters, and we have a stoppage in play with 4:25 to go in the third. Once again, these are two teams deadlocked at 2 wins and 2 losses apiece. The Allies can strengthen their hold on second place by holding on for another few minutes, whereas if Oral Victory, Evan Hill now taking a breakaway. Evan Hill gets shoved off the opportunity by Weeble. Good move by Weeble on the back check, and now back the other way comes Oral Victory. Big smack from McNamara. Goes wide, and now Evan Hill wisely passing over to Bradigo. Bradigo has been very strong with the puck and stick handling tonight. Very nifty moves. And gets it to Pereira. Pereira now with some space. Pereira, shot, score! Jamie Pereira shooting a laser beam into the back of the net for the Allies, who now take a commanding 5-7 lead with just under 4 minutes to go in the third. Did I not say that Jamie Pereira was the player to watch in the third period if they were going to make a comeback?
You did say that.
Yeah. Evan Hill now breaking in. He has Pereira. Centers it and getting caught up with Lipsky was the ball. Bradigo almost getting a juicy rebound there. It's Pereira. Sends it back to Laney in the center. And now it's Bradigo. Over to Pereira. Pereira now getting shoved off. And Jeff Harvick recollects it for Oral Victory. Oral Victory needs to get a goal here. It's been over 12 minutes since their last goal when they were leading 5-1 at one point in the second period. But since then, it has been all Allies all the time. Kind of like earlier today when the New York Rangers and the New Jersey Devils met in an outdoor game in which the New Jersey Devils were leading 3-1. You thought it was going to be an exciting game, and then boof, Brodeur lets in the 6. How often do you hear that? Jimmy Pereira wins that face-off cleanly, and he has Hill with him. Slap shot does not go through. Harvey cleaning it up. Comes to Bradigo, though, who keeps it in the zone for the Allies. Collected by Pereira, who sends it over to Laney. Just under 2 minutes, 3 minutes to go here in the third period. Time dwindling down. And now Bradigo killing a few precious seconds, playing a little keep away. And might not have been the best strategy, as it almost leads to a turnover. Laney able to get it out of the zone, though. And now Bradigo has it once again, sending it all the way down, and Bradigo comes off onto the bench as Laney comes on. Oh, excuse me, that might be Watros. There are 2 5s. One of them is Kelsey. One of those Watros, one of those Laney. All right, here comes Oral Victory. They need a goal, and they need it fast. Jeff Harvey shoots. Big save by Laney. It's still with Harvey. He didn't realize it. And now sending it up for Hill. There was Laney. And now Hill trying to connect with Kelsey. Centering it. Big stop there by Lipsky. That's a game saver. They cannot handle one more goal. And now McNamara sends it across. Slap shot. Saved by Alves. And Harvey cannot collect the rebound. And coughing it up there to Kelsey was Harvey. And now it is Watros. His shot goes wide. And Kelsey deflects it up into the netting. 1:41 remaining, third period. I'd like to give a shout out to TD Homer's, home of delicious beer and wings on Queen Street in Plainville, sponsoring this Allies broadcast, as well as a shout out to Memory 2 Video Productions for all of your best sports media production needs. Great entity to give a call to. Face-off draw goes in the favor of the Allies, but then ends up going all the way down to the other end where it has to be chased. Now it is Watros battling the board with Garrett. Looking for Rieger. Rieger can't get it. Centering pass opportunity and cannot connect was Brian Lipsky as he sends it wide of the net. And now it is Kelsey trying to get it out of the zone, but Garrett intercepts. Now it is Garrett with some space from his knees, sends it deep into the zone. And a penalty call, it would appear. We haven't had one of those in a while, have we, Joe?
No, we have not.
It's been a long time. But for dramatic purposes, it's a very good time for the Oral Victory team to have a power play, as they have just 1 minute and 11 seconds to score 2 goals, and they could use the advantage. Might be pulling the goalie soon, too. And in a move atypical of most sports movies, the team has chosen to have a timeout to discuss plays during this critical moment in the game. And pay no mind to the scoreboard, which is going crazy right now as it can't handle the timeout procedure in a sensible way, in my opinion. But again, if the Allies do manage to hold on with this victory, they will take a firm command of second place in the division, improving to 3-2. It's been a great game as we've seen goals out of Evan Hill, Art Laney, Michael Kelsey, Jamie Pereira. Assists from virtually everyone. Great team effort. Great comeback. Team never gave up. Lining up is Kelsey. And he wins it cleanly from Garrett. Slap shot from the point. Loose. And caught with the nimble hands of a seeker by Alves. And face-off draw here. The net is empty. And Kelsey was aware of that, as he nets another goal and puts his team up 8-5, which will be likely the final score. So with 1 minute left, the net stays empty for Oral Victory, who I guess are looking for a moral victory and getting another goal after being up 5-1 and letting in 7 consecutive goals. Not that they let it in, it's just, the Allies put them in, so to speak. Jeff Harvey taking the zone for Oral Victory. Phil Garrett, big shot, loose. McNamara takes a hook there. He sends it towards the center. Stolen there, Evan Hill. Evan Hill able to clear the zone. That would have been going in the net had Harvey not gotten it first. Now Harvey beats one man. Harvey, shot, comes to the side. McNamara, saved by Alves. He has more space. Another save by Alves. And the Allies are able to clear the zone again. And with just over 20 seconds now, 17 seconds remaining. This is their last chance to make a statement here. A moral victory. Jamie Pereira steals it. Jamie Pereira gets it out of the zone. He was looking for Kelsey there for the home run. Empty netter. Harvey has now 5 seconds left in the game. Phil Garrett will hold on to it, and the final score will be 8-5 as the Allies once again were behind 5-1. Managed to come back with 7 goals and keep the Oral Victory squad off the scoreboard for the rest of the game, winning an impressive one and taking over second place in the division. Well, this is Sean Perry with the post-game report in association with Memory 2 Video Productions. Today saw an amazing victory for the Allies, who defeated Oral Victory by a score of 8-5, avenging an earlier loss in the season to that same team. While Phil Garrett and Jeff Harvey came out with goals for Oral Victory early on, and puck possession was largely in their favor for the first couple periods, the Allies managed to make a real statement in the third period and in the waning seconds of the second in coming back with 7 unanswered goals and taking the victory 8-5. Big shout-outs go to Brian Watros, Michael Kelsey, Jamie Pereira, and Evan Hill, all who are extremely talented players in general, but extremely good tonight, while Rodrigo played solid defense, and then Julio Alves, who suffered several within 20 seconds in the second period. He let in 4 goals, very detrimental to his psyche, and came back and was solid in net for the rest of the game, not letting one in. So all in all, this has been a huge momentum victory for the Allies, who did it all without the leadership of Joey Delgado, who was absent today, but they were communicating, they were supporting each other, they stuck together and were managed to make a great comeback and have made a huge statement against a division rival as they take over second place in the division and look to be on fire as they head into their next game. Thank you for watching, and once again, thank you to TD Homers for sponsoring the Allies. This has been Sean Perry with Joe B.B. Quinn. Have a great night.